Hey guys, and welcome to round 11 here in Hungary for the Supreme Racing League. You join me as ever on my outlap, getting ready for my fastest qualifying lap of the session. As you can see, we don't have very much time left on the clock, so we've got to make sure we get across the line nice and swiftly, and we just about do it with 2 seconds left on the clock, so a bit too close for comfort. As we now prepare ourselves for this very tricky turn 1, biggest braking zone on the track. We put it into first to make sure we get a nice late apex, which we do on the power reasonably early, and put it into rich mix, ready for this tricky hairpin. We run slightly deep, try and recover it by getting a late apex. Being early on the power hasn't really worked, but now we just got to be ready for this very tricky turn 4, incredibly fast, difficult to get the turning point. We go slightly wide, and we turn in a bit early for turn 5. And that leads us out wide on that curb. And now for this very tricky chicane, cut the first part and all unsettled on the second part, so it hasn't been particularly excellent this lap so far, but we nail those 2 corners there on the power nice and early, ready for this very fast corner here, get the turning point nicely, run the curb on the exit as well, so we are purple, so this is looking good so far. But we brake a bit early there and we cut it slightly despite turning out that corner. So we've lost time there, and now these 2 tricky hairpins where the pad users gain a lot of time on me here. So I wouldn't be surprised if we are no longer purple as we come over the line. We hug the second apex nicely, we come across the line and put it third, a massive margin behind our teammate, which is not good to see, but a very good lap by him. I couldn't have got anywhere near that. To be fair, I had only done 2 laps of qualifying practice for this entire league race, but even so, great lap from him. So we're on the grid now. Jamie once again showing his true potential there. He's fighting for third in the championship, so very good qualifying from him. Let's see if we can capitalise. We've got 5 lights and they're out. We've got the newbie of Stiggy behind us, so we move to cover him off. But he doesn't really have the straight line pace. We move to the inside, but decide no one's going to have a lunge, but someone does, and it's Stiggy. He rams us into the side of Rockhammer there. Nothing we could have done about it. We still turned out just in case, but Rockhammer's still side by side. We cut across and take a defensive line, hug to the apex. Rockhammer runs into the back of us there, but the most important thing is that we've maintained our position, which is important. We now need to try and catch up to the leaders. So we cut to lap 3, and Jamie's lost it on what looks like an auto spin curb. We've done him way too early, and then turned in slightly too late and got run wide by the dirty air there. But we cannot catch him as we cut all the way to lap 22, where nothing actually happened. But our teammate is now effectively a pit stop ahead of us, so there's no reason to let him through here. Let's see if we can back him up a little bit before the pit stops. See if we can't get Jamie to catch up. So we are going to go defensive into this corner and then gently run him out of road, but he's backed out of that. And with his better traction, he's just going to go clean past. So we're going to dive into the pits now. All of the rest of the grid is doing either a 3-stop or more likely an option prime option, or option prime, whereas we have to do 2 prime stints. So that has cost us quite a lot of time this race. So we again cut right to the end on lap 35. Our tyres are absolutely dead. We've been closed in by about 10 seconds over the past 10 laps or so by Segimit on option tyres behind. To be fair, we haven't properly been concentrating as boredom had set in at this point, as we can now see that we are running out of grip on these worn prime tyres. Squirming on the exit there, just gently drifting the car to the outside. And as we can see there, we just don't have any braking power anymore. We run over the chicane. I don't think we actually gained any time because of the massive curb there. Taking this sector very gently, just being very gentle on the throttle, not really using full throttle unless we're dead in a straight line, trying to keep it on the track, as our teammate has won, so congratulations to him. But we've got to make sure we maintain this 3rd position. Segiment is still looking good, but I think his tyres are going off as well, so it doesn't look like he's going to catch us. As you can see, we're spinning up the rears there, just struggling to get the power down. But as we come around the final corner, it does look like we've taken third place, so we've maintained our 100% podium finishing record, which is excellent to see. This is actually our lowest finishing position of the season, with Jamie taking second place, so he does actually get third in the championship and takes that away from Goldfish. Unfortunately, for the championship, that does mean our lead is cut to 53 points, I do believe, but it's not the end of the world. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.